can never bring peace. Let's make it clear so you as a people may truly comprehend that no one, I don't care who they are and what they're thinking, it can never bring no peace. What peace can these wars bring? Let's be clear. You know, and I know that if you as a person come to a place of war within self, because remember, all wars start from within. So all wars start. All wars start from within you as an individual. I doesn't care who you are or what you think you are. All wars start from within an individual. Okay. And because it starts from within you, you have to deal with within you. You have to deal with within that individual. Simple to see it start. It starts from in within a person. I don't care how big it is to date as you see war starts. It starts from within one individual. And because of this one individual, it influences everything else. And this is where we as a people must realize a simple spark of this fire, a simple spark that starts this whole fire. And this is what we as a people must realize. Things are not the way we think they are. Okay? Things are not the way we think they are. Remember, no war can bring peace. And if you as an individual walking within you, being unstable within yourself, you have to come to the place and recognizing that no war can bring peace. It will bring resentment. It will bring a people that will be full of hatred. War cannot bring peace. Don't fool yourself. Don't be deceived by no man to thinking that you can start a war with someone else and it bring peace. It's not going to bring no peace. Okay? It's not going to bring no peace. It will show you as a person being a bully. No war can bring peace. It doesn't make no logical sense. You know, when you think about it, the world have made you believe that war, starting a war can bring peace. It does not bring peace. Someone will have to pay for this starting of a war. No war can bring peace. Hey, okay, it cannot bring peace. Someone will be left with the place on the point of being rejected, being dominated. Someone will lose it within the war. So, how can you bring peace and truly achieve peace within a war? You cannot go and start a war. First thing you're going to start a war, then expect to bring forth peace. It's not. It's not a good mindset that you're walking in. Okay, and let's remember that all wars start from within one individual, one man. Start from within you. You must come to the place of wholeness within yourself. What need to happen? It is this that you as an individual come to the place of wholeness within self. And when you come to the place of wholeness within you as an individual, then you as an individual will know that guess what? You are one with this person, this thing, because I need you and you need me. For example, this war that is going on right now, the United States and Israel go and bomb Iran, thinking that war will bring peace. It's not going to bring no peace. Starting a war cannot bring peace. It brings more chaos, more confusion, more resentment. It's not going to bring peace. How do you believe that pride influence the pathway towards the wholeness of self? Pride, pride comes from being indoctrinated. And this is where I said to people all the time, when you are indoctrinated with the patriarch mindset and the duality mindset, the patriarch mindset, which is the masculine mindset, and the duality mindset, pride is just basically the that which majority of people, which is the ego, you know, it's not pride, it's the ego that you're walking in, the ego mindset, which is that indoctrination that you as a people walking in. The pride is basically come from the indoctrination of these two mindsets that which is the patriarch and the duality mindset. These two combined within any man, pride sets in because what you know in your mind is what you know. And you're not going to change that for no man. So because of that reason, you will stand within that. And this is what I am saying. So yeah, it do influence and it comes because of the indoctrination. You gotta go not only pride influence influence the pathway. Yes, it does. It influences the pathway and it take you away from wholeness because you become indoctrinated with this with the duality mindset and the with the duality mindset and the indoctrination of the patriarch system, and because of that these two mindsets that is placed in you without you even trying, because a lot of times that we as a people, our parents put them in us not because they want to destroy us, no, because this is what they have seen work for them. They have seen this work and they've been influenced by these things because this is what they know, this is all they know. But now we as a people come to know truth that this and these things are not working to make us whole as a people. It's not making us whole. And we need to rethink what we are really dealing with. We need to really rethink what we are dealing with. Hi, Rasta from. Hi. is my question to you is, what do you, when you say Lord, when you say what you say about the Lord, because I personally does not ascribe to the religious tone as Lord as to say something out in the outer space or something. I don't, when you speak, if you, when I read in your comment there, because it's like you all speak as if some God somewhere out there in some space out there that we gonna one day go to, but there is no space out there that we as a people will go to. Everything truly dwells within us as a people, and we need to recognize that this is what is truly, is truly within us. And until we as a people come to know that these things are truth, that everything that you are seeking truly dwells within you. So coming from, is truly dwelling within you. Until you come to that realization that everything is truly within, you you will never reach where you ought to reach, because you'll be seeking for something that don't even truly exist. And because it doesn't truly exist, it will never truly manifest itself in the manner that you think. So I'm saying, and this is what I am saying. Make sure you like the screen, make sure you share the live. And this is what I am saying to you, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is what I am saying. If you are truly seeking to know you, which is to come to the place of wholeness, okay? When you as a person trying to come to the place of wholeness, you must comprehend that it is truly within you. If you will find the whole you, is, remember this, is truly within you. You're not going to find the whole you outside, okay? There's no outside, okay? The projection that you seek is truly within you. It's truly within you. And when you as a person truly comprehend that that which existed, okay, that which existed, and that is the blackness, because that's what truly existed before anything else was formed and created within it. That which truly existed is what still give you life to date. That is what still give you consciousness to date. Okay, until you truly take a hold of this simple truth. I, this simple truth. Okay, I am in the dark. I cannot see you. You cannot see me. And why you're talking to me if you cannot see me? Eh? You know, when you as a person take this simplicity, the same blackness that existed then, it is the same blackness that give you consciousness this day, to date, as you stand here. Because like I often tell people, there are three things that continues throughout every generation. It doesn't matter what generation it is, these three things will always come true. Once man, whether female or male, exists within this earth, there are three things that will always continue, and that is blackness, the earth, and the woman. These three things will always continue. It doesn't matter. And these three things is what makes you whole. The real you consists of the blackness, the earth, and the woman. Okay? This is why the blackness is what gives you consciousness. The blackness is the true vibration. Okay? And everything are created within it. It doesn't matter who and what you are. Everything still to date is in the blackness. So until we as a people truly hold that and know this is the true wholeness that truly exists, because when we hold and say, you know something, this consciousness, this vibration that existed when there was nothing else that existed, this consciousness is what still give me that consciousness that I walk in today. It is the same thing. It's no different. And this is what we as a people must realize. We must come to the conclusion that this consciousness still gives us this consciousness today. And when we hold to this, we look forward for the manifestation of this within us. And when this manifestation truly occurs, which is the full illumination of the pineal gland, this is when you know, you truly know that, you know something? Yeah, this thing is real. This thing is truly real. This thing is truly real. And when you come to know that this thing is truly real, then you can walk in that confidence that blackness is everywhere. It doesn't matter. Everything still dwells within blackness. It doesn't matter what they think, what they say, what they have said, their teachings. You must know, you as an individual, you must know that guess what? Blackness exists and everything dwells within it. You see where I'm coming from? Everything dwells within it. Until we as a people truly recognize that. Everything still dwells within it. You know, everything dwells within it. So don't let no man fool you. Don't let no man deceive you to make you believe different. It is within. It is within. So let's just know that when any war starts, it starts from within first. Do we comprehend? It starts from within an individual. It starts from within a man. Okay? It starts from within you as an individual. Don't be deceived. And this is what I am saying to you as a people. Do not be deceived by no man. You cannot start a war and then, when you start a war, expect peace. Okay? Let's be realistic. You cannot start a war and expect to have peace. Regardless of what you think, you might go in and kick out and do whatever you do, and then as you do what you do, you might take the upper hand of someone. And as you take the upper hand of someone, don't think for a second that because now this person is on the losing end, you can go and start to negotiate with them because they're on the losing end. These people, does not forget what you have done to them. Okay? You cannot start a war and expect true peace. It does not work and it will not work. Okay? Tell me, you can truly start a war and expect to have peace? That's not truth. Then tell me what war did and can you start and then achieve peace? Tell me. Tell me your logic so I can comprehend your logic. Start a war and then truly have peace. Tell me. Because your logic, you know, you cannot start a war. Truly, be true to yourself. Let's talk about within you as an individual. Okay? Because a lot of things, remember now, everything starts from within a man. All wars start from within. It doesn't just now. It starts from within one individual. And from this one individual, the wars continue. I am protected by God. God is man. Okay? Gods. Gods are men. Okay? It's not the creator. The creator is different. Okay? Gods are men. This is what gods are. Devils are also men. Okay? These are created by men. So, but the creator itself, the creator which is existent, which is image is blackness, that within itself, which is the energy within it, the vibration within the blackness, is what create the earth and form man within the earth. That spirit, which they call the spirit, which is the blackness, existent itself, that is not a god. Okay? Okay, that is not a God, that is the creator within itself. And want you as an individual to be creators and recognize that you are creator and know that, guess what? No wars can bring peace, cannot bring no peace. First thing, a person of wholeness bring forth wholeness, which is oneness with one. It said, God bless America. Well, you see, God bless America. Trump is the God of America right now as we speak. And those who are governing the United States, and we can see how blessed they are. So I'm saying, so how blessed they are, making decisions that actually destroying themselves and think they can bully people into subjection. You cannot bully and start a war and then expect to have peace with them which you start the war with. You cannot start a war and then expect to come and negotiate with me. You know, I was looking at it about United States because you started to talk about United States. So let me explain something to you. Like right now as we speak about United States and their war strategy that they are they are going on to. Like in the Strait of Hormuz right now, as we speak, in the Strait of Hormuz, we can see that the United States already know they have made the biggest blunder in the history of their existence as United States. They already don't know that. They already made the biggest blunder. Number one, when you look at the Strait of Hormuz, where all if when this strait is closed, it it have over $20 billion worth of oil transferred through the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, it is the lifeline of Qatar. It is the lifeline of Saudi Arabia, Iraq. It is the lifeline of all these countries that all these countries and America promised that they were able to protect this Strait of Hormuz. And today, right now, as we speak, right now, today, they can't do it. They can't protect it. They cannot guarantee nothing. Okay? So if the Strait of Hormuz is closed down right now as we speak, if Iraq, if Iran continue to hold that under siege for 2 weeks, the whole world economy shattered. And let me share something with you so you comprehend. Okay, so you people who are educated can comprehend what I'm saying to you. Iran will win this war. Simple. Only thing Iran have to do is hold firm and steady. That's it. They will win this war. United States cannot win this war in no way, in no fashion. It doesn't matter how much bluster, how much they go on and make believe. United States cannot win this war. Okay? They cannot win this war. It don't matter how much bombs they can throw, they cannot win this war. Economically, they cannot win the war. Okay? Military putting them on the ground, they cannot win this war. Just they cannot win it. This is the biggest blunder United States have ever made in their whole entire history of existence. The biggest blunder. This is when United States will lose its power. They already lost the power now because of the the um the economical power that they had, which is the dollar, which is the petrodollar. It's already been gone. It's already gone without you all even recognize that it's already done lost. It's already done lost its power. Now it's about to be seen publicly humiliated militarily. And this is what they've been flexing with. But their true power always been the petrodollar. Okay? What we as a people does not know that guess what? That power already been disappeared. That power, which is the petrodollar, is already gone. Okay? Now, what Iran are about to do with the Strait of Hormuz, because remember, Qatar is what buy the United States debt. Saudi Arabia is what buy the United States debt. All these countries with the oil is what buy the United States debt. If there is no one to buy your debt, United States, how can you survive? Okay? And right about now, the Strait of Hormuz that United States guaranteed for over 50 years that they can protect this strait to make this oil continue to flow. And guess what? At the moment that they can see and they recognize that, guess what? The aircraft carrier cannot protect this Strait of Hormuz. Guess what? The insurance, the insurance for the insurance companies start pulling out. Okay? They don't even want to insure these places no more, the insurance companies. You know why? because Iran is capable of destroying the aircraft carrier. Do we comprehend what I'm saying to you? And this is why these companies are no longer, the insurance companies are no longer insuring these things. This is why the United States aircraft, aircraft carrier is so far out of reach. They cannot go within that space. Okay? They cannot go there. They cannot protect and guarantee the oil will pass safely through that passage anymore. They cannot do it. And right now, Iran is winning this war. Right now, as we speak, Iran is winning this war. What the United States and Israel are doing is propaganda. Okay? Pure propaganda. The Strait of Hormuz, it is right now under siege. They cannot guarantee no oil coming through there. And all these countries that the United States, it's an embarrassment. Do you see what Iran just demanded? Iran just demanded this, that United States should remove all their bases out of the Middle East. They just demanded that. It's an embarrassment. Okay? Okay? It's an embarrassment. So guess what? They have to go all in. If Iran truly stands on what they're standing on and decide and demand that, guess what? You remove all your bases out of these countries. Guess what? I guarantee you it will be an embarrassment to the world. Okay? All the bluster and all the thing, like I said, United States will lose this war. Come on. They will lose the war. They have no choice if they stand in the way they stand. Because guess what? They predicted that a leadership vacuum will cause the Iranians and other people to uprise against the government of Iran. But their prediction was wrong and the prediction is wrong. And now they are seeing it's not even started yet. The war have not even started yet. Okay? Right now they're in panic mode. They don't know what to do. Let me make clear to you. They don't know what. They don't have a clue. Right now as we speak. Because they cannot bomb their way to victory. They can't do it. And they know it. Okay? They can't bomb their way to victory. You don't have 20 years worth of war in you. I'm telling you. Okay? They don't have 20 years, and these people are willing to go the distance. Once Iran standing there, United States will lose this war. Okay? They will lose this war. No questions asked. It's simple. Simple, simple, simple. This is when you go into things because you think that war can bring peace. How can war bring peace? It cannot bring peace. Okay? You cannot be, you have to be a bully to think that war can bring peace. Okay? You have to be a bully. And this is what I am saying to you. No war can bring peace. And let's be real. Stop fooling yourself to think that any war can truly bring peace. It will only bring resentment and continue resentment. If you believe that war can bring peace, you are deceived. I'm telling you, let me say something again to you. If you literally believed that any war can truly bring peace, you are deceived by the propaganda of the United States and the propaganda of Israel. Remember this, no wars can bring peace. You must start with an individual first. Look within you, and truly, if you start a war, do you really think you can bring peace with that person you start a war with? If you bigger than them are being a more bully towards them, do you really think that war will bring peace? Even if this person at the moment may act as if, there will be always be some form of resentment. No peace will be in it. I'm telling you, no war can bring peace. No war can bring peace. Let no man deceive you. Okay? Let no one deceive you to make you think that if you start a war with a man, a real war, and that man, it can bring peace. It can never bring peace. Okay? It can never bring peace. Can't bring no peace. They already see, they already seen the result. Okay? They already seen the result. You could see it for yourself. The result already starting to manifest themselves. You know, I listened to Trump the other day with his bluster as he speak about the Iranian people to uprise against their government and to take seize of their government. Come on, let's be real. Are you real? Okay? Are you real? You know, that's not the way to do things. You see, if you who being a God does not obey the rules and the laws that you created for yourselves, you willfully and maliciously go out and violate the laws and rules and regulations that you created for yourself. Okay, you created them and then you go out and violate them. Okay, you cannot expect. People is not fooled. Okay, people are not fooled by you. Okay, people are not fooled. Let's be real. Okay, people are not fooled. Okay, you can deceive me one time, you can deceive me two times, but come on, man. I ain't gonna let you deceive me three times. Imagine you come and you negotiate with me, and one time you negotiate with me, you start to bomb me. You start to bomb me. He went for 12 days, and when he went to 12 days, we fought. Then you, because I'm destroying your Israel, guess what? Israel call for a ceasefire. Okay, no problem. I give you a ceasefire. Oh, funny. I gave you a ceasefire. Okay, you started it, you started it. Okay, okay, you started it. I give you a ceasefire. I relaxed on you. I say, you know something? I really don't want no war. I really didn't start no war with you. You started it with me. You know, I'm gonna give you a little break. I'll let you go. It's okay. Because guess what happened? Now, it's okay because what? I didn't start it. I really don't want no war. But guess what? I give you a break. You call, you beg for ceasefire. You know? Now you're gonna go and come up with a plan in your mind to think that leadership it's only one man, not knowing a people is what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with one man. You're dealing with a people. Okay? You're dealing with a people. And when a people moving together as oneness, okay, you cannot stop them. And this is what the biggest mistake. And this is the downfall. The fastest downfall in the history of mankind. United States is moving in that direction. You know why it's moving so fast and it's falling so fast? Because of the internet. The internet is what making it move so fast because it's in real time. Okay? It's in real time. It's an embarrassment. It's happening in real time. Real time. Everybody's seeing it right before their face. The downfall. Remember that the monetary systems already created their own highway. Okay? It's no longer, it's no longer, okay, United States having an edge upon the financial system no more. Because there was using the financial system that should be neutral. It shouldn't be something that you manipulate and use for political gains. That's what United States done. And you know what bothered me the most? When I sit down and I look at the propaganda that United States and Israel is using to say that these countries should not have certain weapons. Come on, man, let's be real. You are, you as a person, why would you want to have more advantage over people? At least allow me to have some bombs too. I don't want a nuclear weapon because, to be truthful, I really don't want to start no war. But the world can see for yourself. You can see for yourself. You cannot be. Why would you try to get me to sign some papers to say that I should not have missiles to go to certain range, but you should have them? You think it's fair? Let's be real and let's be truthful here. Do you really think it's fair for you to have a bomb that could travel, say, 10,000 kilometers, 100,000 kilometers, and I should have one only could travel 1 kilometer? What sense do it make? Eh? What kind of what kind of deal you're trying to make with me? You're not trying to make no deal with me. You're not trying to help me. Okay? It's not right. Let's be fair and let's be real. I think these people should have the right to have any weapon they choose to. Now, about the nuclear weapons, I think that should be out of it because any place, I don't care which one it is, all governments should cease to exist with those weapons. But what it is what it is. So coming from, I'm saying, but every man should have the capabilities and their breakthroughs to able to fire and use weapon to defend themselves. You should not sign no papers to make yourself cripple, to make yourself cripple so you cannot defend yourself. That's wrong. And United States coming up with some plan with Israel to make Iran to sign a document to say that we won't create a bomb that could travel 100 meters, 300 meters, 3,000 meters. I think that's foolishness. You see where I'm coming from? Even a baby will not sign that. They should not sign that. You know? They should not sign that. Okay? Why would I give my gun up and keep only a knife, and you have 2,000 guns? Eh? But I should sign a document say I will never get a gun. Eh? How foolish can I get? That's what United States is trying to do. And that's what United States are doing. They've been doing that. Israel and United States are doing that. How can you, as a people in your real minds, want a country to sign documents to say that I will not get no kind of guns, I will only keep knives and swords to fight you that have guns? Why would I sign that document? It's a shame. It's an embarrassment to the people of Iran and to any country that decide they're going to sign a document to say, I will not acquire guns, but I only will fight you with knives. I think that country is foolish. No country should sign no weapons deal to say that I will go and fight United States and Israel with knives and they have bombs. Do you comprehend what I'm saying to you? That's foolishness. Okay? And that's what United States and Israel is requesting for the whole world, the whole earth to do. They want them, just like they do African people, just like they do African countries, they made sure that the African countries does not receive certain weapons. Okay? They make sure of that. Why? Because they don't want them to have no firepower. They want them to have knives in a war that only have bombs and machine guns, drones and sophisticated weapons, and the only African people only should have knives in these kind of wars. And they make them sign these kind of documents to say that you signed to this document that you should not have drones and bombs. And come on, let's be real. How can you go into a fight like this with a knife? It's impossible to even stand for a day. And what is going on in the Strait of Hormuz, I truly want Iran to continue to stand and hold America accountable. Hold them accountable. Show them that, guess what? You will lose this war. You will lose. They will lose. United States will surely lose this war. It's already evidence. It's what, been 1 week? Not even a week yet. A week, and the evidence is showing. You know, the evidence is showing economically they will destroy the United States. Economically, they will destroy it. Okay? Like I said, remember this. How United States set up. The Strait of Hormuz, it is where all the oil, the natural gas pass through. Okay, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, all the oil places that come straight to there. For 50 years, the United States have literally guaranteed the safety of all these people to come through. But this week, it have been made very clear that guess what? Iran made very clear, no longer. You cannot put that aircraft, the air, the aircraft carrier into the Strait of Hormuz. You have to move it. You cannot keep it there. You cannot keep it there because we will put it right under the sea. Okay? They will put it under the sea. Okay? Iran has made very clear. And guess what they do? You've been a bully. Why don't you leave it there? Eh? Why don't you leave it there? You're making that kind of impression about they have they made it very clear, simple. No oil gonna come through there, no gas gonna come through there. Okay? Why don't you guarantee them that? They cannot guarantee them. And do you know that all these countries is what buy the debt? The debt which is over $36 trillion that United States cannot pay back. Okay? Cannot pay back. Okay? $36 trillion in debt. For what? For wars. Okay? So when they are making the impression with their propaganda, to talking about they destroy the Navy, Iran Navy, and all this impression, and it stop the impression. The real deal, it is the economical power move that Iran's make. Okay? Not only that, guess what? Also, we know that right now as we speak, the new digital currency that was already launched, it was launched about a week ago, it was launched. That that the new digital currency is backed by, which is 40% gold and 60% of of the other countries' currency that exist within the BRICS. Okay, this new this new highway where finance travel, instead of this instead of the one that United States sees over $800 billion for Russia. Okay, the same thing they did to Venezuela. Okay, this is not the first time. These America have always weaponized things supposed to be neutral. For example, the internet, they weaponize it. The money system, they weaponize. These supposed to be neutral things. Okay? These supposed to be neutral things. And this is what you need to realize. So when it comes to war, remember this. It's all start from within you as an individual. and no war can truly bring peace. Okay, you know, they think that they could just go and just bomb Iran and do as Venezuela. It's not gonna work. Iran was preparing for this for how many years? They was waiting for this. They were expecting it. Food weaponized, water weaponized. Exactly. Medic. Exactly. They have weaponized everything. They have weaponized everything. Yeah. I really think that Iran will win this war. You see, will win. At the end of it all, Iran will win. It will be an all-out war. Okay. Let me show you history proof and have shown. If you go into your history, it will show you that Iran will win this war and America have not one war as yet. Still today. Tell me which one they have won. Everything they cheat in it. They cheat. You know your history. Come on. They have made belief that they won. They never won no war. What war they have won? They battle and they do things that another country will not do, and they make you think that they won the war. They didn't win no war. They know within themselves they have not won no war. Vietnam, they have not won Vietnam. Iraq, they destroy Iraq. Afghanistan, they have not won Afghanistan because we see what happened. We see the result. We see the results. You see in Libya what happened. Right now, who end up who about to go back in power? The same son that they destroy the father. Do you see what I'm saying to you? There is no war that United States have done. We still today want these people to be the world police. We still want them to be the world police. They have not done nothing to make this earth a better place. United States have not made this world a better place. I could tell you that. Come on, man, let's be real. You're really saying United States have made this place a better place, this earth a better place? Eh? You saying that United States being in power have made this earth a better place? No. Let's be real. Look around, you see it. You see it for yourself. Every country that United States have touched have destroyed it. So how can you convince the earth to give you a chance to stay within that power and you, every place you touched, you destroy? Eh? You're right. They have no money in the first place. You got to understand, America don't have no money. What money they have? You must comprehend that the money itself, it comes from those oil rich and gas rich countries because they buy the debt of the United States, and that is what make United States function in the way it does. Okay, if these countries does not buy the debt of the United States will go down. Remember now, the most powerful weapon of the United States was the petrodollar, but it is no longer that. Just like how England have lost the reserve currency of this earth, the same way United States will lose the reserve currency status because it's already there. They already lost that. Okay, it's just the time for it to go down to for the people, for the normal people like us to realize, guess what? The dollar don't have the power that you think it have. Okay? The dollar does not have the power that you think it have. Okay? When you come to that realization, then you're gonna say, wow, yeah, it haven't hit you yet. It's about to hit you now. Now they start this war. It's about to hit you. Okay? This is when it's gonna hit you. Okay? This is when it's gonna hit you. You run today. Build which world? Let's not have built no world. What world they have built? They haven't built no world. So I'm saying they haven't built no world. Let's be real. Has your country made a better world? My country has made a better world within itself. You gotta start at home. You gotta start from within you. Okay, you gotta start from within you. It's about starting from within. Okay? You cannot listen. You cannot build a better world and you don't start at home. Okay? Start from home. This is why I respect China in a way because they're actually starting to do what they do at home first. That's what they did. Okay? They did, and that's an example that we talk about. So I'm saying you start from home. It's always been about individual. When you start from within you, this is why it comes down to an individual. This is why war starts from within an individual and it expands throughout all. Okay? It starts from within you. Just like in an individual, then it moves onto a group of people, then it moves onto an organization, and it continues expanding. That's how it goes. It starts from an individual and it continues to expand. Okay? United States have lost everything within itself to truly be the governing force that truly enforce as a moral compass upon this earth. Okay? It is not in no position to be an enforcer of these rules, regulations, and they are the one that is breaking all the rules and regulations that are put in place by them. Because them is the one who influence. Let me share something with you. When United States sit there and allow Israel to destroy the Palestinian, okay, to destroy the Palestinian, how can you as a country can sit there, watch another country, which is called Israel, to destroy a people? Where is your humanity? Where are your humanity? Where? How can you lead the earth and talking about moral compass? Eh? Where can you find it in you? It cannot be found in you. How can you sit there looking? How can you, the world, sit there, watch a next country that's supposed to be the leader of the earth, watch, fund a genocide? Fund, not just watch and fund it, aid in it. to destroy a people that is helpless, and you do nothing to stop it, but only aid it. And then you want to make people believe that Iran is so evil. How can you accept that, people? People, how can you accept it? How can you accept these things? Eh? You cannot allow these people to brainwash you no more. How can you allow it? How can we allow this? We lost our minds. We have no sense of reasoning. Eh? We have no sense of reasoning. How can we as a people truly, let's be real here, look at a country? You wouldn't do it in your personal life. Would you truly, in your personal life, allow this person who oversee and fund a genocide within your community, are so many people being killed in your community, and then you vote for this person to be in your community as power and authority over you? Would you do it? Why would you do that? Would you do it? I'm asking you, would you do it? Then why do you want the world to accept United States as this world power? Why would you do that? Why would you want that? It's not. Okay? The world should not allow these countries to be in the authority that they are in. And the world should not allow them to continue in the way they are doing. Okay? Gaza need to be free. The Palestinians need to be free. Let me be real with you. The Palestinians need to be free. How long? It's been over 70 years. This is why I said, where is your God? For 70 something years, you're telling me your God don't hear you? But I said to you, the people, we as a people must demand that Israel, this Zionist group of people, leave these people alone so they can fend for themselves. Allow them to be. What is so wrong with you allowing a people to plant their own food? What is so wrong for you as a people to allow a people to fish in the sea that was given for free? What is so wrong with a person to be with their families and able to trade amongst themselves? What is so wrong? You telling me you're calling off the water. You're on a blockage to starve people to death. What is so right about that? And then you pretend and talking about propaganda. You're taking over the internet and your news channels. And what is so right about that? That's my question to you. What is so right? Eh? What is so right? This is what I'm saying. What is so right? flat currency, credit, loans, tariff are working. Which tariff are working? Which tariff are working? No tariff are not working, no way. Start here for biblical truth, Pastor Jennings, whatever. You cannot show how it helped any anything can price went up. No, the tariffs ain't no work. Everything gone up. Come on, man. You know better than that, man. Yuan is the currency of the future. No, the yuan is not the currency of the future because Chinese does not want it to be that way. But it is the it is the BRICS currency. Chinese don't want to be like that. Chinese just want to be everything just be flowing and at peace with all things and the place develop and they're able to trade amongst people. That's all them people want. They don't want like how United States make it to be, you know, being bully over people, being governing over people in the way it does. No, they only do things to defend themselves and stop themselves. You know, United States is about domination. The man is not about domination. This is why they don't intervene in your house. They don't come into your house and dictate to you in your house. What's going on in your house, that's your business. So coming from, can I help you? And can we trade together? That's what the Chinese asking for, nothing else. Can we trade together? And can we be on equal footing here? So coming from? Now, okay? Can we? That's what they're asking for, nothing else. Help people, you know? Yeah. But this is what it is, and this is why they do what they do. They make people, it's sad when you think about the way United States doing and the way the United States have done. They have any man that any country that are truly advancing in technology and science and creating for themselves capabilities and ways to defend themselves. United States want to come and try to bring some treaty to make them sign. Listen to me. No country should sign no deal with United States or Israel to to um to go into to move into this century with a knife to fight in a war that have ballistic missiles and have great all these drones and all these other weapons. You cannot sign no kind of deal with these people. These people already have bombs. These people already have all kind of drones. You have to develop to defend yourself. There's nothing else to it. Don't even think twice. Continue to develop because these people have no respect for you or your people. They have no respect for humanity. None. They have no respect for humanity. Okay? Okay? None. They have no respect for humanity. No moral compass they have. You can telling me. You can tell me you're gonna sit there and watch You think I could sit there and watch a people being murdered by my friend and I aid in it? And then say, why cool out, boy? Cool out. Leave them people alone. Let them people go on with their life. Don't mess with them, I won't mess with them, and they don't mess with me. Simple. No. You know why? I will continue to do what I do because I know within my heart of heart I am just evil. I'm just evil. And I want to erase every baby. How can you erase these people? You have created so much bitterness with these people. Come on. And this is why you try to erase them. Because you cannot think of nothing else. You have terrorized them so bad. Even to the youths. You have destroyed the adults. You have destroyed the youths. And you continue terrorizing the youths. So you think they're going to come back and take vengeance on you. But guess what? You're going to take vengeance upon yourself. Because you still look for the approval of the earth. And the earth should never allow you to continue in your foolishness. Remember this. No war can ever bring peace. Don't fool yourself. Don't be deceived by these people to make you believe that starting a war with Iran will bring peace to this earth. Never. That's a deception. No war can ever bring peace. Let no one deceive you to make you believe that starting a war with Iran would bring peace upon this earth. Never. That no war never bring peace. And it can never happen. No war can ever bring peace. So let's stop the foolishness. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out. Tell me where and how would you bring peace? Bob Marley is still alive. Yes, it is. Exactly. Fix Jamaica, Africa, and other places before trying to talk about bad about. Say what? Fix Jamaica, Africa, and other places. They are fixed. Just make it clear. They are fixed. The people are fixed. Okay? Because the mentality of the people are more pure than the mentality of you. And this is what you need to realize. Okay? You talk about fix. How can you fix a place, especially in Africa, and the United States is the main one who destroys it? Okay? You know, what I find with a lot of Americans, especially black Americans, they're very ignorant. Because there's the one who promote a bunch of bullshit that these people allow to go on. Okay? A bunch of bullshit talking about fix Jamaica and Africa. Let me say something to you. Do you know United States is what destroyed these goddamn countries? Eh? Do you know United States is what will destroy these countries? How the hell you gonna fix something and you Americans who destroys it? When you talk in your ignorance, go and learn about what United States have done, what United States are doing to destroy these countries. Go and learn. I go amongst them. I live amongst them. I know what it is. I live in America, okay, for 20 something years. You can't tell me about America. Go to Skid Row and you see the amount of people on Skid Row. 100,000 of them on the streets at night. I've been there. I walk amongst them. Can't tell me nothing. So when you're talking about go fix, you cannot find it in Jamaica. Even though United States involved and willfully do what they do in Jamaica and in other country, even though they have poverty, because United States have created it for them. You go in United States, it's worse. I could tell you, I've been there. 100,000 people on the street in Skid Row today in California. Still today in 2026. And you got some heart to come talk about fix countries. America is destroying these countries. You cannot deny that. Okay? You all people need to pay attention to what's going on and stop the foolishness. I could talk because I know. Okay? You can't come talk to me about no foolishness, about fix this country, fix that country. They're better off than you. You're talking about everything that you eat is poison. You need to go fix your country and fix your people, which is within themselves. That's what you need to do. Stop the foolishness and stop come talk down on people. Okay? United States is not better than no other country. Let me tell you something. It's the worst country upon earth. I could tell you that. You have to stop trying to talk down people country. Okay? Because United States is what causing all this, what it is to date. And this is what you all need to realize. Okay? There is the one who causing all this confusion and calamity in the places that they are today, and then promote it as if these countries are poor. These countries are not poor. And these countries are not what they make it out to be. So when you're talking about go and fix country, United States need to be fixed. First you need to fix here. First thing need to be fixed is here. Because it's not right here. Okay? The head is not right. Okay? So no come on here and talk about fixed country. I am not from Jamaica in the first place, but I'm saying though, I understand and I comprehend how United States have done. I am not from Jamaica. And I could tell you this much. My country is very privileged. And I could tell you this much. I love my country way more than my United States. I could tell you, I could go anywhere in my country and pick up any fruit from anywhere. Okay? Anywhere in my country. Without any stuttering. I could just pick up my fruits, pick up anything I want to eat, and live as free as I want to live. Understand? I'm not from Jamaica, but I could tell you this much. United States damaged Jamaica. Haiti, destroy Haiti. Literally destroy Haiti. And continue to do so. You understand where I'm coming from? Venezuela, destroy Venezuela. What are you talking about? You have to go and learn and understand your country before you all talk your bullshit about other people's country, because America is not all that. Let me tell you that. It's not all that. I lived there for 22 years I lived there for. You can't tell me nothing about United States. I lived for 22 years. I left. You can't tell me nothing about your country. I refuse to be in America. You bullshit country. Don't talk no shit to me, you know. Your head need to be fixed. Stop making the impression as if United States is all that. They have made believe that they're all that. But when a person who live there and a person who come back to their country and see the difference between countries. When I was young, I believe in that bullshit because my mom influenced me to believe in that bullshit. But when I come to know myself, hell no. United States is not all that. I could tell you that. I've been there. I lived it. I walked it. You can't tell me nothing about nothing. So when you come in here and talking your bullshit to people, talking about you need to go fix Jamaica, Africa. Listen, leave them alone. Tell your government, leave the people alone. That's what you need to do. You need to go and learn and speak to your people and speak to your countrymen and tell them, leave those people alone. And I guarantee you, guess what happened? United States can never be better than them. United States can never walk in their shoe. So when you're talking your bullshit, especially you black Americans, listen to me, man. Because let me show you what's funny. The white people does not do the bullshit. Because the white people understand. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? The white people understand that America actually destroying these people country. But you black Americans who don't fucking comprehend. Y'all foolishness. Y'all come on here talking. I'm not from Africa. Understand me? When you come on here with your bull ignorance, with your foolishness, with your fuckery, okay? Don't come on here with your fuckery. Let's be real. You need to go and look at yourself first. Start from within. But go fix Jamaica, Africa, and other places. United States have destroyed them. What are you talking about? They have literally destroyed them. Okay, let me share an example of something here now. Libya. Let's talk about Libya. United States went into Libya under Obama, pretending as if they're doing the Libyan people a favor. Okay? Libya was considered one of the greatest country at the time when their leader was in power, Gaddafi. Okay? United States could not have walked close to that country. United States went in that country and they did what they did, saying they freed the Libyans. Stole all the gold today. They don't even know where the gold at today. The same thing they did unto Haiti back in 1950. Okay? The same bullshit they did to Haiti. You want to know? Go and look at your history. When you're talking about fixed country, United States have destroyed more countries upon this earth than any other country. Okay? From since 1950, United States been destroying countries until today. Okay? Go and check your history. Go and know if United States was to leave these people country alone, I guarantee United States can't walk close. Okay? Do you know the amount of brains that comes out of these countries that you talking about and come to the United States and they built whatever they built in United States and cause United States to be advanced in technology? Okay? Do you know? Tell me which one they started first. Internet? No, they didn't. Connecting computers together? No, they didn't. It's a Nigerian who done that shit. Okay? Who deal with fiber active? It's a Ghanaian who done that shit. You think America do it? But it was in America they came to. Okay? You have to learn your bullshit. Stop talking to the fuck we all talking, man. I had enough of y'all people. A lot of things I don't say. Okay? But you black Americans with your ignorance love to talk fuckery. Talk about go fix your country. Go fix what country? Stop talking your fuckery, because for me personally, I don't get involved in politics and this fuckery. But tonight you piss me off, man. You piss me off with this bullshit. Go fix what country? Okay? You need to go deal with your fuckery. I'm not a Jamaican. Me could tell you that. But you need to fix your shit. You bunch of bullshit. You know, it's sickening. It's sickening when people just come on here and talk in their ignorance, talking about a fixed country. United States is the country that destroys more countries upon earth than ever existed. I tell you. When you talk about the system of United States, good God Almighty, it's a shame. It's a shame the way the systems work. If you don't comprehend the system, please don't talk about tell people country, go fix their country. No. You need to go and examine the system, the full system, and then you can speak and say, you know, you need to do this and you need to do that. United States literally going and dictate. Okay? Number one, what they do, they know that guess what happened? These people does not have the firepower, which is weapons to defend themselves. Why? United States make sure that these people cannot acquire, cannot receive no weapons to defend themselves, just in case they do need to defend themselves. Okay? That's the first thing they make them do. Sign these papers. After they sign these papers, what they do? They start dictating to them. If because of their bully mentality, they start dictating to them, make them believe that guess what? You know something? You have no firepower. So guess what? We're gonna dictate to you. We're gonna say what we want to say to you. You're gonna do what we say. That's a real bully on the street. And one thing I hate is bullies. I hate bullies. So when you come and you're talking your stuff about go and fix Africa and fix this kind of racist white man mindset. And I guarantee the black person who said that bullshit. I guarantee the black American who said that bullshit there. Because no white American gonna say no bullshit like that there. Go go fix Africa and fix this and fix that. I'm not from Africa, but I could tell you this much: is a black American who said that bullshit right there, and it pisses me off with that bullshit right there. So, which are divided mindset people. Yeah, it pisses me off to see them divided mindset that they're walking in, brainwashed with that bullshit. Eh? Brainwashed by the system. I guarantee you, is a black American who said that bullshit. I guarantee, I bet you, listen to me. I put my head on this, on a black right now. I guarantee you, if I could see that person who said that bullshit, a black American said that shit. I could tell you that. It's a shame to see that our people now, not even stop and thinking for themselves, but watching the propaganda, buying into the propaganda, forgetting that this earth was given unto the black woman, forgetting who they are and what they are. Come on, man. This is real. The mindset that our people are walking in is confusion, indoctrination, the duality mindset. Man, come on, man. Don't be fooled. Do you know that the dollar going down? Do you know that the United States dollar is going down? Do you know that? Have have you, as that person who's speaking all this foolishness, 'cause it's foolishness to me. Do you know that the dollar itself, the dollar, the dollar, that dollar that you all love to boast about is going down? Do you know that? This is why they create all these wars today. Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know the only reason why they went into Venezuela because of the dollar? The same dollar? Do you know that? Do you know that? Well, you when you comprehend that this only reason why they do what they do, it is because of protecting, trying to protect this $1, this dollar. But guess what? They cannot stop it because they have abused the authority of the way they use the dollar. Okay? The way they use, this is why the highway, a different highway for trading and for people to transfer money from country to country, a new highway was built. Why? Because United States have made it a political weapon, seizing up people money so their country cannot grow, willfully and maliciously. Come on, how do you expect a person country to grow when you seize up all the money? Can your country grow without the way the system is set up, without money coming and flowing to it? If I seize your money, what you expect my country not to go down? United States is the only country up on earth could have and should at the time to freeze up any money, any money. That's why United States were doing, freezing up people money. Okay, then you're talking about if they don't do what they say, they freeze up the money, destroy the economy. Come on, let's be real, man. Let's be real. Okay, so when you're talking, be careful of what you're saying and how you're saying what you're saying. Because you cannot say, go fix your country, and then use the one who freezing up my account so I could get my money to fix my country. And then your people saying that, go fix my country. Come on, get some with your foolishness. Let's be reasonable here. Okay? Let's be real here. Okay? Wars does not bring free a free people. No war. Listen to this, yeah. No war. Starting a war with a person, it doesn't bring nothing free. It brings resentment. Someone will lose. I guarantee you, someone will lose. Okay? Okay? Someone will lose. It comes to a point that it must be wholeness. It must become whole within. And because you are whole within you, you start to distribute the whole person. Because I know that, guess what? I need you and you need me. But if you think that I don't need you and I can destroy you and survive, guess what? It's going to be a genocide. It will be a genocide. And that's what happened in today, Palestine, in Gaza, in Sudan, in Congo, in Haiti. What are you talking about? All these are result of the United States being the leader of this earth. Okay? All these. Can you see? All these happened under the watch of the United States being the leader of this earth for over 50 years. Good God Almighty. Eh? Good God Almighty. A leader of the earth for over 50 years. And the whole place is on fire. This is the country that you all want to lead this earth? You all for real? 50 years. And this earth have not moved forward in over 50 years. It have not moved forward. It's stuck. It is stuck within the circle, which is want to be dominated by United States and now even Israel. Come on, let's be real. You don't need none of them to be no leader of this earth. Okay? You don't need them to be the leader of this earth. And the weapons, for sure, should not be that standard to be leader of this earth. Okay? Every man should be able to have their own weapons and able to defend themselves and develop their science to defend themselves and able to be free to have whatever weapons they want to. Let's erase the nuclear weapons and all that, but any other weapons, they should be able to have them. Weapons to reach the end of the earth if they want to have it. It doesn't matter. The only reason why you wouldn't want me to have a weapon to reach the end of the earth because you want to have an advantage. So coming from, why should you have a weapon that could reach the end of the earth? And I should not have one. Why should I sign a document to say I should not have a weapon that reach the end of the earth? You're more moral. Are you love humanity more than me? I don't think so. I don't think that United States government system love humanity more than any person upon this earth. Okay? Humanity. Okay? When it comes to humanity, America don't have that luxury of sharing this to say benefit the earth. They have no moral compass to speak to another people or to anyone to say that, you know something, we should continue to run this earth and dictate to this earth. When you, as a country that have been trusted with the firepower, the um, the organizations to go into every country with your companies and basically dictate the world's economy. BlackRock have every have company in BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard have company in everywhere upon earth. All companies are owned by them, and these oil companies are everywhere. They're in every country. Don't be fooled. So I'm saying, it is them, United States, is who doing it. United States is the one that doing it. Just like England. They was the ones who were doing it then. Now United States is who doing it. So I'm saying to you as a people, wake up and know that no war can bring peace. No war can bring peace upon this earth. You cannot declare war upon any man and expect peace to manifest itself because you want to know. Because you don't destroy these people, certain things about them, and to show that you can do it. No, you want to negotiate? Get somewhere. Get somewhere with the foolishness. Book. You know, it's not last day. Remember this. You said the last day, prophet. Let me say something to you. Okay? There's no last day. There's only one day in the first place, and that's eternity. We are living in eternity. We are walking in eternity. And this is what you need to realize. Okay? When you as a people realize that you're walking in eternity, okay, get out of this last day mentality. It's a thing that they have created, this last day mentality. You need to know that you're walking in eternity, and eternity is now. You need to recognize that's what you need to recognize. This is what you need to recognize and be real with yourself. In our last days, there's only one day, and that's eternity. Now, the day, you know, you got to see the day for what it is. When you comprehend that the day itself is eternity, the day it is the creator itself, and we all are in that creator. Now, within that day, within that day, it is the sun and the moon within that day. The day is different than the sun and the moon. The day is, in its image, is the blackness, is the blackness itself. And that's what you need to realize. And the sun and the moon today, as we experience the world that we're living in, it is experienced by us. And we will use and say, it's a 24-hour cycle. But for me, the day, it's eternity. And this is what we need to recognize. And that's what it is. But like I said to you, my whole take for this is don't let no one convince you that war, starting a war with a person can bring peace to that situation and that person. No, that's in their minds, in their psychology mind, stirring up emotions in a person is about control. That's what it's about. And you're not trying to control and manipulate. You're trying to bring what? Wholeness to a person. For a person to come to recognize who they are and what they are. That's what you, as an individual, is trying to do. You see where I'm coming from? That's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to do nothing else. So I'm saying you're not trying to do nothing else, but only to bring peace to the situation. Okay, that's the only thing you're trying to do. So let us stop this kind of mindset that starting a war can bring peace. You first must be morally capable of dealing with your people. And because you're morally capable of dealing with your people, then you can and you should have that expansion. Because that's what it is. You see, when you being a creator, because when you as a person become whole within yourself, you start to create. And what you do, you create solutions where within your immediate life. And because you create solutions within your immediate life, what end up happening? You expand, not because you try to expand, you expand because this is what you are. You expand. You cannot stop but expanding. Okay? And if we use the world powers today that exist, as we will say world powers, you see, for example, United States, China, Russia, all these other countries, if we lose examples, you see, China is not trying to expand. You see it. They're not. You could tell they're not trying to expand. They are expanding. Why? Because they're creating things, and they continue to create. You see where I'm coming from? And the more they create, the more they expand. The more the influence expands, because they are creating things. They are the supplier of the earth. You see where I'm coming from? This is what you as an individual need to come to into your real life. You don't need to try to expand. Just start to create from within. Truly be whole. Be a whole person. When you become stable, just like a tree. You see a tree does not bear until it becomes whole. Do you know that? A tree does not bear until it becomes the fullness of itself. That's the reason, and that's when a tree truly starts to grow, to bear. What? Because it become whole and it start to produce fruits. And when it produce fruits, it start distributing. And by distributing, it expands itself. Say you say, sir, are you black? Yes, I am black. You got a problem with that? Do you have a problem with me because I say I am black? Yes, I am black. Remember this. I am black. If you want to know what make me black, because blackness is within me. Blackness is the creator itself, the image of the creator, and the image of the creator, which is existent itself, that dwells within me. That awakes me every single time that I'm awoken. It is the same consciousness, it's the same blackness that created the earth within itself, and the earth within itself, the woman, and the woman within herself continue to expand upon this earth. And that blackness dwells within her. That blackness dwells within me. Manifestation of my illumination of my pineal gland even confirmed as I hovered over the waters as I saw the reflection of myself, which is blackness. Blackness. And I am a black man. Okay? I'm a black man. And this is what I am. Okay? Uh-huh. That's what make me a black man. Yeah. So the earth is the image of a black man. Um, brother, appreciate you. Who is be? R. Yeah, helpline. Yeah. You say I'm not 100,000 on schedule. Right now, I can't say 100,000 because I haven't been there for a while. But I tell you, I know when I was there, and this was how much years ago? This was about 11 years ago. It was over 100,000 on schedule itself. After 6 o'clock, you could literally see them in the tent city in downtown Los Angeles. I could tell you there was over 100,000 people on the streets in the night, downtown Los Angeles. When I was there, when I was there after 6 o'clock, see tent city walking through, I could literally see. When you go on first, I mean Fifth Street, all down there, all down in the area down there, I could see. I saw myself. Nobody got to tell me I saw myself. No one had to tell me that. Okay? Nobody tell me that. I know there was over 100,000. And at the time, I could tell you it was that way. They even passed a law that they can sleep on the street. Okay? After 6, they can literally put their tents and pitch their tents down in Los Angeles. So, can't tell me nothing about down there. I've been there. I used to go to Venice. I know. I used to go to Venice and I used to come up to the area and I see for myself. So you can't tell me nothing. Okay? Yeah, so you can't tell me nothing about schedule. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, so but like I said to you, But yeah, so I'm saying to you is this, that you cannot start no war and think that you as an individual will truly walk in the place of peace that you think you are and you will, because it's a way that you will not achieve this place of peace that you think that you can achieve. 'Cause number one, when you're a person that truly examine yourself and ask yourself, why would I start a war with a person or an individual, which not only me, but also dealing with not only an individual, but also a country? Why? Because I think I can win this war. So coming from, I really believe within myself, I can win this war. And this is the reason why I would start a war with the next individual, especially a country to country. That's the only reason why. Now, even if I do win this war, do that bring peace with that person, even though I win this war? No, it does not. It doesn't guarantee no peace. But what I guarantee is this: that person will actually hate you. That person will hate you. You cannot start no war thinking that you have peace. It will not happen. It will not come to what you think it will be. Okay? You cannot continue trying to create slaves and create people that does not want to be dictated by you. You do not do it. Stop it. And this is what I am saying. And this is why I say to people all the time, when you making believe that United States is not going to win this war. So come from, you need to understand that they will not win the war. Iran already proven that they will not win this war. Okay, they will not win this war. And this is what they need to realize, and this is what they are continuing to realize, that we have made a big mistake. You know, a big mistake. They have made a big mistake. And when you recognize that United States have made a mistake, then the quicker you go and you tell your government system that you have to pull up on that, man. It's not a good thing at all. It's not a good thing. Because, like right now, in the Strait of Hormuz, it's clear, if Iran was not winning this war, why United States cannot put the aircraft carrier in the Strait of Hormuz if they was winning this war? Eh, if they are such a bully, why they don't put the aircraft carrier there? Why they don't put it there? Why don't they guarantee, like how they used to guarantee, okay, that this passage can be stopped? Okay, cannot guarantee you. They have just lost the war. They cannot guarantee that. Guess what? The Strait of Hormuz is protected. as safe waters. So Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, United Emirates, and all these places can use this strait as a safe passage. United States, with all the power they have, I bet you they cannot guarantee that. You have all that power. Show me, since you have all that power. You see where I'm coming from? But the propaganda they feed the United States to make them believe that they have all this power. They have no power. They're weak. They're showing their weakness. Okay? They have shown their weakness. I could show you all the way. You started from number one when they went into Venezuela. Okay? Weak. Only weak. Listen to me. Only a weak leader, only a weak country will literally go into a next man's country, violate the laws, which is the international laws, violate the international laws. Okay? Why? Why they do that? Because they want to say we have the most reserve of oil. Why? Because of the petrodollar. You gotta comprehend the petrodollar is what make them get so desperate because they could see the writing on the wall that the petrodollar is going down. Now the petrodollar is the only thing that's the true power of the United States, the petrodollar. Okay? And when they recognize the petrodollar is going down, they're thinking, okay, you know something, if we get the most reserve of oil, then people will trust us enough to do what? Allow the petrodollar to continue to be the reserve currency of the earth. That's what their calculation. Okay? That's what their calculation. So they go and they continue. They have they get the oil, dealing with Trinidad. They're dealing with now they dealing with the next country which is in the Caribbean there. Any countries, they are dealing with them. United States are dealing with them because what they're trying to keep the petrodollar going. That was started, you know. So they want to keep it going. And this is what they want to continue. But it's not going to continue because the BRICS, as we know it today, they already have their own highways to trade amongst themselves, do what they do amongst themselves. And because of that reason, they will no longer need the United States dollar as a reserve currency. And when they're not buying that debt, the United States dollar will have to print money and inflate that money, and that dollar will go down and lose, say, about close to 60% of their value. And losing about 60% of their value, which is the buying power of the dollar, will go all the way down. So their thing was to get all the oil. I'll get all people to sign up with them and be amongst them. But we know and we see that this is not working. It's not working. Their power is not working. How long? How long are you going to continue to try to convince people that this so-called superpower is still powerful? It's a mistake. And they have recognized their mistake. Trump, for sure, have just recognized the biggest blunder he have ever made in the history of United States, to go and truly declare and kill, allow Israel whether Israel or America, to kill the supreme leader. That's the biggest mistake they ever made. Biggest blunder, I could tell you. Because it's not going to go down like that. Okay, it's not going to go down like that. It's not going to go down like that. So let's be ready. Let's be prepared. Because no war can truly bring peace upon this earth. Okay? But I could tell you this much, simple. America will lose and continue to lose this war. And because they're really losing anyway. Okay? They're really losing the war. Just time will come for that to truly manifest itself. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Even my mother likes America. I'm not gonna go there here. I'm not gonna go there. Because all of us buy into this thing that, America is great, America was. But the more you comprehend life, when you come to comprehend life and what life is truly about, you'll come to know America is not as good as they pretend to be. Can Iran fight America? Should not get involved. Can Iran fight? America should not get involved. Right. Yeah, America. Yeah, Iran will fight America. Cause there's ways they can fight America and win them and beat them. They can fight them and win them and beat them, and they will fight them and beat them. They will fight them and beat them. And this is what you need to realize. So I'm saying, yeah, United States, Iran will fight America and beat them. Because they are beating them right now as we speak. America making you believe that they're winning this war. They're not winning no war. If you're winning the war, why don't you go into the street of Hamas? Why don't you close it? Why don't you go in there and declare and do what you do? They would not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they're targeted. And that'll be an embarrassment if Iran touched that aircraft carrier. It'll be an embarrassment, you know. So just remember this: no war can bring peace. Stop fooling ourselves. First, your mother. Oh, it's true. Okay. You say thank God to President Donald Trump and the United States for what? What are you thanking them for? What are you thanking them for? You thank God for what? Exposing them for what they are. If you're thanking the Creator, if you're thanking your comprehension of the exposure of them, it's all good. No sweat. Exposing themselves and exposing whoever and whatever. It's a good thing for them. You know, there's nothing wrong with you as an individual. So I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. You need to understand that Trump done things out of ignorance, and he he's paying, and he's gonna pay the ultimate price, and that is to see the economy of the United States go all the way to the ground. Because remember, we a lot of people talk and they don't know the fullness of the United States economy, and the United States economy depends upon the petrol, which is those countries that have the petrol to continue to move and do what it does, like Qatar, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, American, and he talking about the United Emirates. All of them comes through the Strait of to the strait, and all the oil, by closing down the strait for one day, it will lose how much billions of dollars in one day. Can you imagine just closing it down for 2 weeks? The whole earth, the economy stopped, crushed because of United States. And we need to realize, and then they want to come underground. Yeah. So